Welcome back to Talk Too Late. This special show, we're making our predictions for the new generation of consoles and the new generation of gaming up until the day of PlayStation 6. And I have a questions for my two guests that regards streaming. Streaming is obviously one of the big buzzwords of these days. There are obviously always big buzzwords when a new generation of consoles is out, such as, oh, this is the last physical console, or something like, oh, multiplayer is the future and single player is dead, and this sort of things. And usually they're wrong. And the big one obviously out there these days is streaming, and streaming services such as PS Now and Google Stadia, and the just newly revealed Amazon Luna, I think it's called. So a very straight prediction for my two guests: Google Stadia, Amazon. By the end of this generation, so by the time PlayStation 6 comes out and Microsoft Xbox 6 comes out, how much will have Google Stadia have penetrated, and how much will have Amazon Luna have penetrated the market? Which one will have done better, and which one do you think will win in the world of
that's
game
very
streaming?
interesting. Because we're talking about Amazon and Google, two colossus of any kind of industry at the moment in the world. I think by the end of the next generation, they'll start to leave a mark in the gaming universe, but it's not going to be their moment yet. We're not ready, and we don't want to be ready for this kind of games yet. Also, we've seen what one of the general director project thinks about shedding copyrights. So I don't think they're even ready for this world yet.
Prosil, Amazon, Google.
I think there will be different products from standard consoles. So it will be in two different products, Amazon and Google. I think Google will be more oriented to large scales, like, Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed Saga, Fortnite, streaming, this kind of stuff. Amazon would be more oriented to push games the way they're supposed to be. Although I don't know if you remember, but there was a game Amazon released back in the day. There was a complete failure. I think it had 300 users and it was a failure.
Yeah, at least something. Then they tried recently to make another game, and that also folded. And they're sort of giving up on developing, but they're still developing their own engine.
New World is going strong so far.
New World, yeah.
Amazon is busy on most, all deliveries, and in streaming for Prime, for instance, they didn't do as well as they could have, and other. Forget they bought the Love. What was the name? Love something. I don't remember. But you could rent video games, you could rent movies, and they bought it and they shut it down basically.
Like Love Film, maybe.
Love Film.
Yeah.
And you could rent, and that was an amazing service. That still now it would have probably evolved in something else. And how long did it last? A couple of years, because Amazon bought it and destroyed it. So I think Amazon is not gonna make it. Although this Luna stuff seems cool. What I think they will try to do is merging the video games with Twitch or something like that.
Yeah.
If
slowly, very slowly.
Look at both. I don't see any of the two taking a big pie of the market. I think what's gonna happen is probably there gonna be a membership with the other video game developers to stream something, to do a stream service and not have hardware being sold anymore. That in 10 years that could
Here's
happen,
what I think.
but not before 10 years.
Here's what I think is gonna happen by the time this next generation of console is over. I think that Google Stadia will slowly open up to a wider market because there will be the infrastructure to send the data. But then not all game developers will want to ship on Google Stadia to be under Google. And I think that Amazon Luna, instead of doing video game streaming, and making money from the user, I think that Amazon Stadia is going to try and integrate things with Twitch and create maybe a sister product of Twitch, like a website where you can go and try games in streaming. And I think that what Amazon will want to do is to sell to publishers the ability to do their own streaming. And so what they want to do is to really make money off the publishers, as they provide for them the service that Google Stadia offers to you. So I think that's what Amazon will want to do. They will say, okay, Square Enix, I give you the ability to stream all your catalog, your games, with our infrastructure, with the Amazon servers. And they don't actually run a service themselves, but they kind of host it for publishers, and they make money off them. That's my prediction. And I think that in terms of general streaming, I think that it's gonna be slow, but it's gonna rise. And I think that people will start to use it on and off, will start to use video game streaming from these services, because I think that through the next generation of console, we're gonna see some games use the streaming services of Google Stadia for promotional purposes, and that's gonna start things off. That's my prediction, and we're gonna be back with more predictions. We're gonna talk about big acquisitions. I want to know your opinion on what's gonna happen, who is gonna buy what in our next segment. We'll be right back, guys.